If you're fascinated by extreme storms, you likely know that the East Pacific's Hurricane Patricia is considered to be the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the Western Hemisphere. But if Patricia was that fierce of a storm, could it also have been one of the most intense tropical cyclones the world has ever seen? Here's a look at the 10 most intense storms ever recorded on the planet, that is, across the various hurricane basins, and how Patricia ranks among them. From the tempestuous seas of the Pacific to the volatile Atlantic, we'll journey across the globe to witness nature at its most powerful, exploring the science behind these awe-inspiring meteorological events. Join me as we delve into the heart of the storm, ranking the top 10 most intense hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons in recorded history. Our journey into the heart of nature's fury begins in the vast expanse of the Western Pacific, where Typhoon Nancy reigns supreme. For over 5 decades, Nancy has held the title of the strongest tropical cyclone ever recorded, based on wind speed. In 1961, this monstrous storm unleashed winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, a force almost unimaginable in its destructive potential. Imagine, if you will, the sheer power of these winds, capable of ripping trees from their roots, leveling buildings and transforming landscapes in the blink of an eye. Even though it thankfully weakened before making landfall in Japan, Nancy still caused widespread destruction, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. In the annals of meteorological history, 1961 stands out as a year marked by extraordinary typhoon activity. Mere months after Typhoon Nancy's reign of terror, another powerful storm emerged from the warm waters of the Western Pacific, Typhoon Violet. Violet was a study in contrasts, a storm of immense power but fleeting duration. Within a mere 5 days of its formation, Violet transformed from an unassuming tropical depression into a raging Category 5 equivalent super typhoon. Its central pressure plummeted to a staggering 886 millibars, while its winds roared at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Thankfully, Violet's relatively short lifespan meant that it weakened significantly before making landfall in Japan. While Violet's impact was mercifully less severe than Nancy's, it serves as a stark reminder of the destructive potential that lies dormant within the Pacific Basin. Our exploration of nature's fury takes us to 2 storms of unprecedented intensity: Typhoon Ida in 1958 and Hurricane Patricia in 2015. Typhoon Ida emerged as a force to be reckoned with a minimum central pressure of 877 millibars. Ida was the 3rd strongest cyclone ever recorded. It caused widespread flooding and mudslides in Japan, claiming over 1,200 lives. Hurricane Patricia in the Eastern Pacific had a record-breaking minimum central pressure of 872 millibars, the lowest ever observed in the Western Hemisphere. Chapter 4. Typhoon Joan, a colossus of wind and water. The year 1959 witnessed the birth of another meteorological giant, Typhoon Joan. This colossal storm distinguished itself not only by its intensity but also by its sheer size, spanning over 1,000 miles across at its peak. Joan's fury was unleashed upon the island of Taiwan, where it slammed ashore with winds exceeding 185 miles per hour, the equivalent of a powerful Category 5 hurricane. The island, caught in the storm's wrath, suffered significant damage, with 11 lives lost and millions of dollars worth of crops destroyed. From Taiwan, Joan continued its destructive path, making landfall in China, where it brought torrential rains and strong winds. Chapter 5. Typhoon Tip, a giant among giants. Our journey through the annals of meteorological history brings us to the year 1979, a year marked by the emergence of a storm of truly epic proportions, Typhoon Tip. Tip stands as a testament to the awe-inspiring power of nature, holding the record for the largest tropical cyclone ever observed. At its peak, this meteorological giant spanned an incredible 1,380 miles in diameter, a size so vast that it dwarfed entire countries. Tip's reign of power was not just defined by its size. This meteorological behemoth also holds the distinction of having the lowest central pressure ever recorded in a tropical cyclone, a staggering 870 millibars. Chapter 6, Typhoon June, a triple threat from the deep. In the vast expanse of the Western Pacific, where storms are born from the warm tropical waters, Typhoon June emerged in 1975, etching its name in meteorological history for its remarkable characteristics. June distinguished itself not only by its intensity, but also by an exceedingly rare phenomenon, the formation of triple eye walls. This triple-walled structure, captured by the watchful eyes of weather satellites, showcased the complex and often unpredictable nature of these powerful storms. Fueling June's fury was its exceptionally low central pressure, plummeting to a staggering 875 millibars. Despite its immense power and unique structure, June's impact on human populations was minimal. Chapter 7. Our exploration of the Pacific's most powerful storms now takes us to the year 1971, a year marked by the emergence of Typhoon Irma, a storm that distinguished itself by its remarkable intensity and its preference for the open ocean. Unlike many of its counterparts on our list, Irma remained a phantom to human populations, its fury largely confined to the vast expanse of the Pacific. This meteorological marvel underwent a period of rapid intensification rarely observed, its central pressure plummeting at an astonishing rate of 4 millibars per hour over a 24-hour period. Irma's story serves as a reminder that the Pacific Ocean, while often perceived as a serene and tranquil expanse, can give birth to storms of unimaginable power. Chapter 8, Typhoon Rita, a Westward Wanderer. In the heart of the Pacific Ocean, where warm waters and atmospheric conditions converge to create meteorological marvels, Typhoon Rita emerged in 1978, a storm distinguished by its unusual westward track and its devastating impact on multiple countries. Rita's journey began in the Western Pacific, where it rapidly intensified, its central pressure plummeting as it drew energy from the warm ocean waters. This intensification fueled winds that reached speeds exceeding 175 miles per hour, placing Rita among the most powerful typhoons of the year. Unlike many typhoons that tend to curve northward, Rita charted a westward course, a rarity in the world of tropical cyclones. The storm's impact was devastating, causing widespread damage and claiming over 300 lives. Chapter 9. The power of many: Ida, Wilder, Tess and Pamela. Our exploration of the Pacific's most powerful storms now takes us to a group of storms that, while not individually claiming the top spot, collectively demonstrate the awe-inspiring force of nature. In this chapter we encounter 4 formidable typhoons: Ida from 1954, Wilder from 1964, Tess from 1953, and Pamela from 1954, each reaching wind speeds that earned them a place among the top 10 most intense cyclones ever recorded. Typhoon Ida, the namesake of the previous storm on our list, formed in 1954 and rapidly intensified, its central pressure plummeting to a remarkable 895 millibars. Typhoon Wilder, another powerful storm, formed in 1964 and followed a similar trajectory of rapid intensification. These 4 storms, though not claiming individual top rankings, collectively demonstrate the Pacific's propensity for producing meteorological titans. Chapter 10. A Force of Nature: Amy, Elsie, Bess, Agnes, Hope and Nadine. We conclude our exploration of the Pacific's powerful storms with 6 formidable typhoons: Amy, Elsie, Bess, Agnes, Hope and Nadine. Each storm reached significant intensities, securing their place among the top 10 most powerful cyclones ever recorded. These storms collectively underscore the Pacific's reputation as a breeding ground for meteorological titans. As we've journeyed across the globe, witnessing the awe-inspiring power of the top 10 most intense hurricanes, cyclones and typhoons in recorded history, we're reminded of the immense forces at play in our planet's atmosphere. These storms, though capable of incredible destruction, are also a testament to the intricate and often unpredictable nature of the natural world. While we marvel at their power, we must also respect their potential for devastation. The stories of these storms serve as a call to action, urging us to better understand, prepare for, and mitigate the impact of these extreme weather events. By studying these meteorological giants, investing in early warning systems, and building resilient communities, we can better protect ourselves and future generations from the fury of the storm.